Hello everyone. In today's class, let us see 10th class NCERT Chemistry chapter Acids, Bases and Salts. This is the second class. We are in the concept of chemical properties. Chemical properties. So, first chemical property I have already explained how to identify acid or base. Acid or base in laboratory. So how do we identify acid or base in laboratory? I have already explained. Now let us see the second property. When acid or base reacts with metals, so what happened? To explain this, I am going to explain a small experimental setup. So in a test tube, I have taken dilute HCl, dilute H2SO4, dilute sulfuric acid, dilute H2SO4, this is sulfuric acid formula. To this I am adding granules, zinc granules means metal granules like tablets. So this is metal and this is acid. Now whenever I am adding zinc granules to the dilute sulfuric acid, then slowly vapors are produced. These vapors I am capturing into the beaker. So these vapors I am capturing into the beaker. Beaker already consists of soap solution. Here we have soap solution is there. Usually soap produce the lather or foam, but I am sending the hydrogen gas. Whenever I am sending hydrogen gas, this is hydrogen gas is produced. So then what happened? Bubbles are coming out. Whenever if we are sending gas into the foam, then bubbles are usually coming out. Then I have lighting a candle here. So then candle. Then it burns with, so these bubbles burns with pop sound. Whenever bubbles burns with pop sound, that identifies as H2 gas. Initially I have already told you. So these bubbles with pop sound, usually hydrogen gas gives the bubbles burns with pop sound. So then what happened? It identifies that hydrogen gas is produced. So this is the experimental setup. In this, first of all, we have to know if acid is there reacting with metal, it produces salt plus for sure hydrogen gas. So this is about the experiment. In this, what happened? Usually all acids does not react with all metals. So exceptions are there. These exceptions usually give in all competitive exams. What is the exception? Here if the acid is dilute, then the metal is copper, silver, gold, then no H2 gas. Very important, very important point. The exception is very important. So many acids, whether it is dilute HCl, dilute HNO3 or dilute acetic acid. So all these are usually reacts with metal, produce salt and H2 gas. But what are the exceptions? If the acid is dilute acid is there, like dilute H2SO4 or HCl, whatever may be, it won't react with copper, silver, gold. They won't produce the hydrogen gas. This is one of the important exception. Here, so usually metals. Here I am taking HCl, then zinc I am adding. Then what happened? Zinc chloride is produced plus H2 gas to balance 2 HCl. So this is the reaction. Likewise, H2 gas is produced in a chemical reactions. Here one more point we have to observe. If acid is strong, If acid is strong, more H2 gas is produced. More H2 gas quickly produced. If acid is weak, if acid is weak, if acid is weak, then here what happened? H2 gas slowly produced. Slowly produced. That is only the difference. Production of hydrogen gas is compulsory, but quickly or slowly depending on the strength of acid. If acid is strong, what are strong acids? We have HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid. What are weak acid? Acetic acid is there. So likewise we have, this is about the acids. Now let us see the bases. Now base react with metals. What happened in this also? Salt plus hydrogen gas is produced, but in this this reaction is very complicated. All metals usually does not react with base. Only metals like zinc or aluminum or lead. All bases does not react. Only zinc, aluminum, lead metals only react with bases like NaOH. Then only they will form the salt and hydrogen gas. Remaining all metals like copper, silver, gold usually does not react with bases. This point is very important. Bases also gives hydrogen gas, but all metals does not react with bases. Only metals like zinc, aluminum, lead. They in examination they will ask which of the following metal react with bases. Zinc, aluminum, lead, all of the above in that case. So if only zinc is given, remaining metal is copper, silver and all, they won't react with sodium. So with this, how base react with metals? Say for example, I am going to take the one example, sodium hydroxide, zinc is there. It forms sodium zincate plus hydrogen gas. This is what we call it as sodium zincate. In examination, they may ask you what is formed. Sodium zincate is formed. So to balance this, we have one zinc atom is there, 2 sodium, 2 oxygens, 2 hydrogens. So zinc gas is produced in this. Sodium zincate is formed. So this is about the when acid is reacting. This experiment, if you remember this experimental setup, everything is easy. What happened when acid is reacting with zinc granules? Hydrogen gas is liberated. How to identify? It gives the pop sound with the candle. So then exceptions are there. All acids does not react with all metals. Usually in most of the cases the reaction is same. One exception is there, dilute H2SO4 or HCl or dilute HCl. Usually what happened with copper, silver, gold does not give any hydrogen gas. This exception is very important in competitive exams. So HCl plus zinc gives zinc chloride, a salt, zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. So with bases also hydrogen gas is produced, but which is not common reaction. Only with the metals zinc, aluminum, lead only base react and forms the hydrogen gas. So the example I have given. With this second property of chemical properties of acids and bases, how acid or base react with metals, I have completed. First property I have completed in previous video. If you want that, watch that video and come to the second property. So thank you.